Hello, thanks for joining me for another beer review then. Another beer from the DEYA Brewing Company out of Cheltenham in Gloucestershire, and this is their Steady Rolling Man, and this is their Strata edition. So it's basically the base beer of Steady Rolling Man with a hop edition of Strata. Get it right. 5.2% then, New England Pale Ale then. Yeah. A big shout out again to the Little Swift in Margate, who very kindly brought me this and 7 other beers round about a week before Christmas, and yeah, there's a time I stopped drinking actually, so I'm going to crack into them now. So this was canned on the 4th of December of 2020, best before the 4th of April of 2021, and yeah, check out the artwork, pretty cool. I love sci-fi and all that sort of stuff anyway, so that's out of this world to me. Anyway, 500ml can. What does it say then? So, base Steady Rolling Man recipe, dry hopped with exclusively with fresh crop year 2020 Strata from indie hops. And it goes into where the hops come from. Coleman hops. I can't say, is it Goschie Farms and Coleman's hops? Don't know. Any other information? Keep this fresh, can refrigerated and preserve the flavour profile as intended. Hops very quickly, drink now. This beer is vegan friendly. So yeah, 2.6 UK units, and we're going to crack this open now. Let's go. So I think there's been a few reviews floating around online on the YouTubes about this one, but I've not watched them, and yeah, so I think I had a beer with this hop varietal when they done the what's that series of beers they've been doing lately? Something Good series number 5, I believe it was. I'm glad it's on the outside. There's something on the glass. Yeah, Something Good 5 had Strata in it, and I think I reviewed it out in the garden last summer, and it blew me away. It absolutely blew me away. I mean, the base beer of this is amazing anyway, so really looking forward to trying this. So not much of a head, half a finger, pure white head, just covering the top of the beer. It does seem to be a shade lighter than Steady Rolling Man. We'll get into that after this review. Into the light. It's probably not quite as hazy. Well, saying that, I don't know. It doesn't appear quite as hazy as the base beer. Perhaps it's just this can or the other can, or you know, the base beer. Who knows? Doesn't matter. Looks great. Orangey, tangerine in colour. Let's get an aroma on it. Yeah. Slightly, almost like tangerine, pith. Definitely more pithy than, I'd say definitely more pithy than the base beer, the Steady Rolling Man, but there's a hint of more of like a slight herbal edge. Not massive only on coconut, but I do find that it does vary sometimes, that coconut, whether it's the soil the Strata hops are grown in, whether it's a different region or whatever it is. It's not blowing me away with coconut, but it still smells absolutely amazing. Very tropical, a little bit kind of pithy dryness. It's more dried fruits, dried pineapple, that kind of deal. Dried apricots, because I've been eating a lot of them lately. Definitely reminded me of that. Perhaps not quite as intense, but it smells really good. Let's give it a try. Cheers. Wow, that was smooth. There's more coconut feel in the taste than on the aroma. Maybe as this warms up a bit, that will come out in the aroma as well. But yeah, very smooth mouthfeel. It's really slightly herbal, very citrusy, very as I say, that there is a dryness to it, very piffy, where it's tangerine or satsuma type. Definitely drying on the palate as well, but still, you know, maintaining that real juiciness character, you know, on the sip. There is a coconutty edge underlying all of that. It's not at the top, it's just underlying quite nicely in there with a bit of herbaceous kind of character going on. It's not bombastic as Paul would say. It's all very well rounded, just like the base beer, which is great. But there is a difference, you know, which is nice. You know, I didn't want it to be, or there's not much in it. It is actually quite noticeable, which is a good thing. Oh, yeah, all day long, great beer. Anywho, we're going to do a side by side, because just to crack that, and about a quarter of an hour ago, if that, I just cracked that. So we're going to do a side by side now, the base beer and the Strata version. So we've had a good old taste of the Strata now. Let's go back to Steady Rolling Man. Still the lace in there, not even touched it. Look at that. It's always a good sign. Yeah, it's not as drying. It's not as piffy. This is more, a little bit more pineapple, citra, without the slight herbaceous coconut edge, as you would expect. Still phenomenally good. I should have water and try it between, but we ain't. So back to the what this review started out as, the Strata version. Wow, look how creamy that head is on that pour. Wow, them bubbles are minute. They're both very good in their own way. You could tell the base beer on this, the mouthfeel. Seems to be a little bit more so in this for some reason. But yeah, that Strata hop is noticeable for me at least, or these two cans at least, you know, comparing them. So really interesting stuff to actually try this together. I was going to do a separate kind of review, but I was like, what's the point? I've just reviewed the Steady and I've just reviewed the Strata version, and yeah, both great. I mean, you know, the hop, it really did make a difference. Well, it is making a difference. Which one do I prefer? I mean, there's elements that I prefer, but I like both, if that makes sense. They're very, very close. I mean, I wanted to try this one anyway. I've wanted to try this one for quite a long time. This version. So I think Beer Dad's Beer Review's done a review of this. It's been out a little while. It was probably last month, I guess. Let's have one more taste of the normal Steady. I actually prefer that over the Strata. I wasn't sure, you know, because I've never had the Strata version, so it's they're both, you know, world-class beers though, don't get me wrong, but just this fractions. I just like a little bit more of that kind of pineapple, grapefruit kind of edge. Herbaceous in a beer, nah, I mean it works in that one, but in others for me it doesn't. There's very little between it. They're both very good. So anyway, we'll go back to the main beer then. So Steady Rolling Man Strata, a great beer. If I saw it anywhere, if we were ever allowed out of our houses again, and I'll be drinking it. Either one. I wouldn't be bothered which one. Doesn't matter. Or anything from DEYA, to be honest. They're just like, for me, a real treat. I mean, we're spoilt anyway, but this year, because obviously they can't supply pubs as much back in obviously 2020, and now 2020, early 2021 at least, all the pubs are shut, and all their kegs and stuff are probably just they're probably not doing kegs. It's all straight into cans, and that's probably why the availability is a bit better than what it used to be for this brewery at least, and they've upped production of course as well, a new site, and it's probably the same for other breweries. Everything that's gone into casks or key kegs or anything like that, everything's going into cans or bottles or mini kegs or you know, beer in a bag or anything like that for the cask stuff. So it's probably the availability is more out there, spread across, hence why I've been fortunate to get quite a few cans of these guys. Before all this happened, wasn't possible. You just couldn't do it. Anyway, I'm rambling like anything. I thank you for watching the review, of course. Hope you're all keeping safe and well, and we'll get all through this together, and yeah, we'll come out the other side. So yeah, you all keep safe. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate all the comments. Anyone who's joined or subscribed recently, it's very, you know, I really do appreciate it. Anyway, I'm definitely on a waffle. I'm going to clear off because I won't shut up. Anyway, you all keep safe, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.